For those of you who don't already know, Florida's offensive coordinator Brian Johnson is out the door and heading for the Philadelphia Eagles. This doesn't come as too much of a surprise, as we all knew that he had interviews lined up. He's been a great coach, a great recruiter, and honestly, that's probably what Florida's going to miss the most is his recruiting abilities. This is a staff that already recruits so losing one of our best recruiters may hurt us, but it's not all bad, and we're going to find out why. So less than 24 hours, Dan Mullen has promoted Garrick McGee, our offensive analyst, to be the quarterback's coach. So there's one job vacancy available. And I expect Billy Gonzalez or John Hevesy to fill the role of offensive coordinator, if not co-offensive coordinators like they did back in 2018 and 2019. Nonetheless, we need to get an ace recruiter on this staff. So if you're somewhat of a younger fan like myself, you may not know a lot about Garrick McGee. Let's take a look at a little background, some notable coaching stops for him. 2000 to 2001, he was the Jacksonville Jaguars quality control assistant. 2002, he coached the wide receivers at Toledo. 2006 and 2007, he was offensive coordinator for Northwestern. 2010 and 11, probably his most notable stop, he was the offensive coordinator for Arkansas, where they finished 8th in the country before losing to Ohio State in the Sugar Bowl. They averaged 489 yards per game in that offense, 4th in passing, 14th in scoring, averaging 37.3 points per game. Dude, they finished 2nd in the West that season, ahead of Alabama, and he is a part of the Bobby Petrino coaching tree. He then followed Bobby Petrino to Louisville, where he was assistant head coach and offensive coordinator. And guess who was defensive coordinator at that time? None other than your boy Todd Grantham. So he's also familiar with Grantham. That can only be a positive. And in 2016 to 2017, he was at Illinois as offensive coordinator. He played his college ball as quarterback for Arizona State, Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. Never heard of that school before in my life. And he also played for Oklahoma. I wasn't aware that the transfer portal was even around back then, but what do I know? In 2014 at Louisville, they finished 24th in the country with a 9-4 record. In 2015, they went 8-5 with head coach Bobby Petrino and Todd Grantham. Lamar Jackson was also on that team. I say it's not all bad because with this kind of offensive production that Mullen is starting to produce, it's going to be a normal thing for his coaches to get hired away. So this kind of opens up the door to kind of follow Nick Saban's blueprint as to I'm going to be looking for next for us to hire a big name off the field analyst, offensive analyst position to fill Garrick's former role. And that's going to kind of be a trend from here out. I think it'll be a good thing. Let's look to see who we hire. I also want to take this time real quick to apologize in advance. This offseason might be a little bit of a quiet one. My son, who's now 7 months old, I'm staying at home with him, and he's literally getting into everything as we speak, so it's really hard to make these videos. He only naps for like 10 minutes tops throughout the day. So it may be kind of quiet, but National Signing Day is coming up, and I plan on doing a video and a recap of all the signees. Also, I'm trying to get out. My next video might be of an offensive lineman recruit in this next class who I think is tremendously undervalued and underrated. So stay tuned. I'll see you next week. Go Gators. If you liked today's video, please remember to hit the like button down below, share, and subscribe for all the latest Gator news all year long. From recruiting to matchup previews, post-game highlights, and much more.